Yeah. Okay, now.
Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to another Sunday night show here on Prospect Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes. Joining me, as always, we got Rich Cooley's here, Scott Swiftwater, Tony, special guest, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, and Clint from Gold Claw is supposed to be popping in here, too. So,
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
it's supposed to be. It's Clint from Gold Claw.
I was doing that the other day to somebody. I think it was Lisa. Yeah, see what I mean? See?
I think that's what we should just do.
They call me Muggsy, see?
Either that or you're James Bond. Should have to talk like this all night.
That'd be hard.
It would be. I think we should try it. Everybody should do it.
Everybody's like, what the hell?
So, Swiftwater.
It's not gonna. That was terrible. That's terrible.
That's fun.
That's the worst
I think it works. Be a whole new show. Oh, what have you guys been up to?
Well, welcome to the Sean Connery Hour.
Well, just want to start off and happy Father's Day to everyone out there that's fathers.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Happy Father's Day. So
What I was telling Tim today, I've been seeing like on Facebook, like every other post is, dad and them and what. I was like, good Lord. I can tell him like
you can always tell when it's some kind of like holiday on Facebook because that's about all you see throughout the whole day. It's like, okay.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Okay, we get it. It's Father's Day. Let's move along. Next thing. But yeah, happy Father's
Day. Did anybody get anything for Father's Day?
Oh yeah, I did. She got my windows tinted in my car for me.
Oh wow.
I forgot
now they're illegal.
A little bit, but that's okay. They don't stop you for it unless you're doing something wrong. But you get who gives the best hugs and loves us so much, who's the funniest, the sweetest, the kindest, and the neatest. It's Dennis.
I got that. And they wanted to give Grandpa some money. They made my son put money because you know how they get birthday cards and Christmas cards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So did they put money in the card for you?
Yeah.
Did it make them happy?
Oh yeah, it made me happy too.
That's
Made me happy too.
Oh yeah.
$40. I don't care what you.
Oh, man, that's sweet.
This is like cha-chinging it like it's Christmas.
Cha-ching. Yeah. Oh, mercy. Yeah. Another one in the books.
And as soon as I got that money and I opened up, I was like,
Wah, wah. Oh, heck yeah. How much did you say? 40?
$40.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's a quarter tank of gas.
Yeah. Most.
Half tank in the road.
Yeah. Jeez Louise.
It might fill it up on my motorcycle.
It might. You might be able to top her off. It's possible. It is possible. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad everybody's here. Yeah, it's Father's Day. It's still had to cut grass. Nothing changes.
I was busy all day working on
Me too.
neighbors stuff.
Me, it was just my yard work and stuff.
I stayed laid up all weekend.
Wow. I didn't even get to rest this weekend.
I had surgery Friday, so
Right. So you just
it was
take her easy.
a very painful surgery, and I don't wish that on anybody.
What did you have done? Tell everybody.
What it is, especially you guys that are older, that have problems with your varicose veins, the bottoms of my legs are like real red and they swell.
Right.
So what they did, it's called an ablation. What they did was they didn't give me crap for pain medication. I told the doc, said, you better give me something, because they don't put you out for this. You're awake during the surgery. And they go down by your ankle and they put in I don't know what it's called. It's like a catheter. And they go in your vein, and I felt it all the way up to my groin. You can feel the like the catheter going up your vein. You can feel every inch of it moving.
Wow.
Once they get up towards your groin area right there, then they start pumping fluids. And I guess those fluids kind of go out into the other little veins, that are going across, and then they'll pull it back a little bit and then add more fluid and pull it back a little bit and more fluid. And oh my God, it sucks. That's all I can say.
Wow.
What? So,
man,
why did they do that? What's it? I mean, was you having leg pain
all the way around?
Something like that?
I mean, because of my weight, the doctor flat out told me, he said, Dennis, he said, I'm going to fix your legs. Now he only does one leg at a time. I go back in this Friday, coming Friday, do my left leg.
Right.
But he told me, he said, Dennis, if you don't lose weight, you'll be right back in the same boat you're in.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So, it's up to me.
So are you thinking? Are you planning? Are you doing?
No, I'm
okay.
Drinking a lot of this.
Okay, there you go. Good.
I've cut back to one of them little bitty 7.5 fluid ounces, and I sip on that all day. And usually before I even finish, it's flat. So, but I drink the sweet tea that's doesn't have sugar. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it tastes like sweet tea.
Yeah.
Coffee, drink, coffee, and then black coffee.
Yeah.
And that sweet tea, and a lot of this. I love this grape Propel water. You can go to club or.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you got the grape, they got the kiwi, strawberry, and
Kicking kiwi.
Just watch
The berry-
the sweet tea. It'll give you kidney stones if you drink a whole bunch of it
But
at one time. I'm saying.
yeah.
no,
You sit down and have 3 or 4 glasses, then
sweet tea at one time, but I cut out on a lot of potatoes. No more. I mean, we have a cheat day on Saturday now, but it's like I got hardly any bread, no fries, no potatoes, no pasta. I had to give up the mac and cheese.
So
And
basically, they took out all the good stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's always the way.
I'd say.
meat and cheese I want, all the I just have to cut back on a lot of that unnecessary stuff. I mean, yeah, it's good, but I don't need it.
Right.
So
That's the thing.
well, good luck,
And
brother. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
we're rooting for you. You know
Don't
that.
eat
you
it,
know-
man.
after that surgery, oh yeah, I'm losing weight.
I'm trying to lose weight too, and it's not easy, dude. I mean,
I don't want to go
I
through
try
that.
to eat as much vegetables and fruits and stuff that I can, but you
Yeah.
always get that freaking snack
Oh,
time.
yeah. That snack time's what gets you when you want something
Well, I
like
really don't
these
snack much
nice
anymore.
chocolatey, peanutty M&Ms.
Yeah, or these
Hey,
freaking
that's why you
things
don't eat but one meal a day.
Rich has got Reese cups.
Well, I do like snack on these, the Beltivas. Because I get real bad cravings for just sweets like this right here.
Yeah.
Sweets and period.
Okay.
So, oh man, it kills me too, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I want something, a Twinkie, a ho-ho, a
Fuck yeah.
Butterfinger, a Reese cup.
Yeah.
Craving is just going nuts for that instead of bread or pastas or anything like that.
Yeah.
The sweet
Oh,
stuff.
I mean, come on, a Twinkie.
Well,
can't
Dennis,
ever
you
go
can
wrong with
fucking
it.
down a whole 2 liter of soda pop too.
That's the worst, I think. Is all.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Too. So he said, "Oh my God, he said they're just as bad as Twinkies are."
I know, but it's a Twinkie. It's a Twinkie.
I know, it's so good.
It's a Twinkie.
There's Chris.
You can't go wrong with the
Friends
Twinkie.
coming.
I see he's trying to pop in there. Oh, Mr. Gold Claw himself. Look at it. This is a college graduation picture.
Yeah, it does look like he's educated, doesn't
It does. Clint must be a really educated
Call
fellow.
him Dr.
Dr.
Washburn.
Washburn. Paging Dr. Washburn. Say,
Dr. Gold Claw.
say, Clint, that's a mighty fancy shirt you have on there. The red goes good with your eyes.
Now he's muted now. There you go.
Clint, are you there? Not yet.
Are you there, Clint?
He's
If you
working.
are, we can't.
I'm sure he's working on it.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
figure it out. Get all this.
No, we cannot hear you. Not yet.
Do not pull that $200. Do not pass go.
Oh, you're gonna come on the show.
I gotta put my stuff. Yeah, gotta come on the show. See,
Clint looks like the evil villain in all of my movies.
Got
Oh, there he was.
There he is. There he is. Oh, Dr. Clint. We
Yeah.
cannot hear you.
you're muted. We can't hear you.
Keep it.
Is that any better?
Oh, now we can hear
There
you.
we
we've got it, Roger. Ground control. The major time.
All right, good.
There you go.
Got liftoff.
Dr. Evil.
welcome.
How are you, Clint?
And happy Father's Day.
Good.
Yes, happy Father's Day, like Dennis said. Yeah. Nope, got to get that background right.
Yeah, I gotta pick a good one here.
Get a picture of the globe because you're about to take over the world.
Heck, I'm just hanging out. I'm just hanging out with three dummies.
Had blue eyes, glasses.
Yes.
Yes, his computer's sounding
All
off.
part of my evil plan. Starts out on Prospectors Radio. Come on, fight.
Gotta be something more logo-esque.
Logo. You don't have a picture of your logo to put up?
I do somewhere. Let's try this one. There's a logo.
There's
I was gonna say, there's your logo.
Hey, you're behind you, but
yeah,
it's there.
It's there. Let's see.
It'll have to hide behind me, I think.
Yeah, you know, when you,
Oh,
Yeah, that'll work.
you could duck down during a commercial or
Oh, yeah. Move like this, and
be like, hey, there it is.
Mess with this. Could go play with it for a while, but
It's
hey,
always
how are you guys doing?
hanging
Doing
in
good.
there, brother. How are you?
Doing okay. Hanging in there.
Did you enjoy your vacation?
Well, which vacation was that?
Well, you said you was going on vacation after the Gold Show.
Oh, I said I was going on a trip.
Oh, well, I consider it a vacation.
Oh, we did some prospecting. It was kind of fun.
Oh, where'd you go?
So we went to Arizona.
Yep.
Arizona. Okay.
How's your
Was it
test doing?
Yeah,
Was
we
it
went to the Queen Tut mine and poked at it for a while. It was kind of fun.
A Queen Tut mine?
Yes,
Is that what you said? I never heard.
Queen Tut.
Scott, are you familiar with that?
No, it's up north. I'm figuring probably around Kingman or something.
Yeah, definitely up on the northwest corner of Arizona.
Yeah.
My dad's up just north of the Arizona border. It took us about, I think 3 hours to get there. If
Wow.
I remember right,
Okay.
from his house.
And how'd you do?
Well, we're actually looking for a place to do some commercial mining, and it's on what I would call it the low end of commercial, very low end.
Right.
But that was the first place we put our shovel, so we might go back and see if we can improve that a little bit.
Okay.
Well, who's out there looking at, because I know that I know you're not from the desert. So who's
From
out,
Utah,
yeah, well, who's out there helping you do gold in the desert?
Secret.
I actually prefer the desert the most. I love the desert. The trick is when there's no water. Like Nevada is really good, but Nevada, of course, is so I mean, Nevada has water, where Arizona, nothing. It's so bad there.
Yeah, I got to get Clint up there to my gold mine and set up a mining operation up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually sounding very interesting based on what he's explained.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what are you wanting to set up in this bare bones operation in Arizona? What kind of equipment?
Well, I think what'll work best there is my newest system,
Oh, that one.
the one that's hiding in my garage. Yeah.
That one.
That one's driving me crazy. I've been for 2 years, man. I've been waiting for this.
Okay. And you're thinking,
I know COVID has made it really hard to develop for me,
yeah.
at least.
Oh, I could imagine.
Yeah.
Putting it together is probably the easy part. Finding the parts is what killed you.
Wait, you're saying finding the parts is what's hard?
Yeah.
No, this is something I've engineered.
From scratch.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you I thought you meant like COVID hurt you because you couldn't get no parts from people because nobody wanted to be around nobody.
No, it wasn't anything like that. It was
Getting out.
it devastated me financially.
Right. Sure. Yeah, definitely.
And so it's kind of hard to develop when you're out of money.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And people aren't doing nothing. It's like, yeah, it makes it a little tough.
So did your test run okay and everything working right? And
Well,
you got to change anything or?
Well, yeah, that's just it. It's commercial enough that I'm really interested in possibly setting up an actual mine there.
Nice. Well, that's cool. Now, you don't live there.
No, I don't live there. My dad's about 3 hours away, though.
Right. So what, would you just go down for a month so at a time? And
Well, if we went commercial, we'd go do it full time.
oh, you do it full time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Well, I hope you're not going to try it in the summer.
What's that?
But I hope you're
During
going
the
to try it
summer?
in the summer.
Well, that depends. In Arizona, the summer's so bad that might be our winter.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'd come
That's what
down
he does. Yeah.
October till April.
That's Scott's winter. Yeah. The summer.
That's
It's
it.
very, very possible that I might not do that in the summer.
Yeah,
It
120
depends on how we set this up. It's what we can figure out.
Right.
I think it's about 103, 105 right now, something like that.
What's it like at night?
At night, it's still kind of warm.
But like what? 80s?
You'll stay sometimes in like around 98, 99.
Then you have the bugs to deal with, the lights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but like if he's out where I'm thinking the area where he's at, it's pretty flat. So at night, you're not going to have a lot of cement and stuff around and a lot of roads. So you probably will cool down to maybe low 90s, 91, 92. But it's still
90.
kind of,
Holy freak.
Yeah, that's rough.
it's still kind of warm.
I can get him to come to Idaho during the summer.
Yeah.
Well, that's a possibility.
Right. Do the
I'll go mine with Dennis during the summer and then down there during the winter.
right.
Yep.
That gives it.
Yeah, because the winter months there, you get 8 to 10 feet of snow. So you don't
Yeah,
want to
so-
be.
You know, there in the winter.
That's enough snow. It's probably the same as Alaska weather, which, I mean, we only get 3 good months in Alaska, maybe 4.
Right. Is there anywhere that you could just year round? New Zealand.
California,
Oh, California, but their rules
Oh,
suck.
thank you.
they're horrible. It's like, forget about it.
Yeah, this grants California completely out of the prospecting mining map.
I think if you were in northern Nevada, you could probably go a year round. You know, it gets
Good.
cold, but it doesn't snow a lot. But in the summer, it's not really hot. So
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's a possibility too. I do like Nevada, but they're kind of hard to get started in.
Are they?
Yeah, our mine that we did get some success down there on took us about 5 years to get set up.
Holy cow.
well, they're usually Nevada's pretty lenient though for mining
No, no, they're not.
Wow.
They let you do a lot, but they're really hard to get permitted on. It took us about 3 weeks to get permitted in Alaska.
See, that's not bad. Not too bad. But
Yeah, it's night and day.
yeah, 5 years is like, really, guys? It's a little ridiculous, is what it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's somebody's taken our government hostile, is what that is.
Oh, you ain't kidding. Yes.
Regulation should be minimum. It should be enough to make sure you do it safe enough to keep you from killing yourself, and
Right.
smart enough to keep from destroying everything, and then get out of the way.
Yeah, good enough. I mean, we're all adults here.
That's exactly it.
We're supposed to have enough sense to know what we're doing.
Yeah, and they should, if anything, they should help you get going faster.
They should.
If somebody has taken it over and created a war on humans.
Yeah, you're right. They should, because you're putting money back into the economy.
That's it. Their job is to help facilitate tax growth, right?
Yep. Supposed to be.
But instead, they've taken on a whole war against all the people.
Yeah, it's nuts, brother. It's what it's crazy. I wish you all the luck in the world. I hope it works out good for you. That would be cool.
Yeah.
What it could turn into.
I am trying to fix my logo, but I'm having the darn.
We're having a heck of a time. I was wondering what you're up to. I see you looking off.
Yeah.
It's like
And I'm terrible at multitasking.
That's all.
I don't know what I've said in the last 10 minutes. I hope it wasn't too embarrassing.
What? Not bad. Nothing we can't overcome. We're famous for it. Oh, Jesus.
True pro at it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why can't I get this dumb thing to edit? It's saying a JPEG cannot be read by Paint. Whatever.
What?
Big files.
It looks good right there. You can see right.
You can see gold claw-ish.
Of course, it won't let me adjust where it aims, so I still have to edit it.
And it should. You should be able to kind of aim it to where you want it.
So how many more gold shows are there? Are they over for the year, or is there still more to go?
This thing is all messed up.
Well, we see your green screen.
And now, what the heck? Now it's working. I told it I have a green screen that went wacky.
He lost his mind on national radio.
Says
Yeah, they
LD Claw.
The LD Claw.
I am the manufacturer of the LD Claw.
that's it.
That's what we see.
The LD Claw.
LD Claw. There we go. Just slide the tail over this inch.
Are the gold shows done for the year? Is there any more left?
There's one show left. Yeah, it's out in California. It's a redo.
A redo?
Yeah.
That's the one they didn't have before.
Pomona?
Yeah. It just saved this file, and it says it can't open it. Goofball.
He struggles.
Now, Clint, do you go to those ones in California?
Yeah, definitely. I'll be to that one.
You go to every one, don't you?
Yeah. I try to get to them all.
That's the way to do it.
But
Keep pushing.
Did you travel with you to all the gold shows, or?
She came to me to the two Eastern ones because those were pretty hard to do without some help.
Right.
She did good. I was impressed.
Yeah, that was pretty cool of her. I was impressed too. I was really grateful
It was
for that.
really nice meeting her. Finally
Did you
get
guys sell out? Or close to it?
What's that last question?
Did you guys sell out or close to it in Ohio?
Oh yeah, we came very close to it.
nice.
Oh, in Ohio, no.
Oh, bummer.
The other one we did.
Oh, okay.
but for some reason, the people in Ohio weren't quite as in the mood to get stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you people?
Right.
Make me look bad. Man, these are my fellow Ohioans. Yeah.
They were like window shopping.
Yeah.
Okay, that's in the corner. Sorry, I'm messing
You're
around
okay.
with
I'm
this
going
so
to answer a message anyway. So you're good. You're
much.
golden. Oh,
And you got what? If anyone has any questions,
yes. The phone lines will be open. If people want to call and ask,
Yeah, that's the best way.
ask Clint a question.
Let's try and involve them, see if we can get them having fun.
Yes. So what's that number, Rich?
574
What is it?
419 520 7574.
There you go, Dennis. Way to go.
You asked me too fast.
That was a test. Usually Rich is good about it. Usually Rich knows it.
Yeah.
Some front words.
419-527-574.
I always got to think about it for a minute. Now I go, oh yeah. And
Yeah, you
sometimes,
yourself, so that's
yeah, or sometimes it's easier just to play the commercial and then I hear it. And it's like, there it is. There's the number. It's out there. You could call and ask Clint, Mr. Gold Claw, a question about the Gold Claw pans if you have one. And maybe you're struggling. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're impressed. Give him a call.
story to tell.
He'd like to hear it. Yeah, if you got a story.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun to see if we can get some of them telling their stories.
Yeah, it would be.
Talk about maybe some of these people with muscle memory. Maybe they want to explain their woes, and I can tell them what they're doing.
Yeah, the ones that go, I just can't figure this thing
I need to get a 5-gallon bucket of dirt so I can try my big.
Oh, you got to get a 5-galloner?
The ones that are like, I swirled this harder than my round pan, and it's still not working.
Yeah. Somebody out there is going to have to call and give Clint a big stumper question that he can't answer.
Yeah.
I can answer them all. They'll be good.
See, that's part of his evil plan, too.
Yeah. Where in the world did it save this thing?
Crickets.
That what, Rich?
I said crickets.
Crickets. I give them a minute. They're always shy. Yeah, they're always shy. We did have Clint. I know.
Are we actually on the air right now?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my goodness! I thought we were warming up.
Oh no, we went live at 7:30. There's a call for you.
There's a call.
Hey, there we go.
All right. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
How you doing, Mr. Tim? This is Scotty Tony.
Hey, how are you, buddy?
RFT calling in. No, I appreciate it. I wanted to just call and talk to you guys. Tell you thank you for that Dream Match Sluice box that I won off you guys.
That's great.
Oh, we appreciate it.
My question is for Swiftwater.
Oh, he's MIA right at the moment.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he had to step away for a minute.
All right.
Yeah.
Am I live right now?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
All right.
You're all live.
If you're going to send John his picture.
He did say before the show tonight, he's like, I can't believe I haven't sent John his picture yet. And he's like, I'll get it in the mail because he's going to send that sauce with it too, some stinky finger sauce or whatever. So
Right on.
So he's sending that along with the picture, and he's like, I just haven't been out of the house to the post office. So he will be. He did say he's getting.
Must be hot out there.
Yeah, he said he is getting it in the mail. Dennis said he's going to remind him every single day. He's going to send him a text just to remind him.
Hey, did you mail it?
Right on, brother.
Every
day. Mess with you guys,
All
man.
right. Well, we appreciate it. Got a question for
Kudos to Go Claw. I see Mr. Go Claw there. Howdy.
Hi there.
do you got to go?
Right on, you guys. You guys take care. I'll let somebody else call in.
All right, brother.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Right on, go, brother.
Bye.
Well, now I feel bad. I've been holding back on all my good stories so that I could save them for live.
I thought you knew we was live.
No, I thought we were just chatting, having some fun.
We started at 7:30.
Yeah, we started at 7:30.
7:30, we're live.
I think you got here
My
at
goodness.
7:35. So
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
why do I think we did this happen before, Clint?
my goodness.
So tell me some good stories then.
All right, let me retell my Arizona story then, because it was kind of fun.
Okay, well, please do. Yeah.
So we went to Arizona, this place called the Queen Tut, and I don't know if you know Jack Turner, but he's got a club down there. We were down there visiting him and his club,
right?
And so here's the funny thing, because it's kind of a gold claw story, because I packed all my stuff. I've got 2 machines. I've got prototyped, one big one in the garage, one small one I call the barrel separator. Right. And I threw that barrel separator all in the car, and it took up the whole car, threw my production pans in there, some originals, some pockets, drove down and spent the whole day down there prospecting.
Okay. And
I never once took my other equipment out. All I used the whole day was my production pan.
Okay.
That thing moves so much dirt and so much material so fast that I never even bothered taking out the equipment that I normally used to do prospecting with.
Really?
Yeah.
So how was you doing it? What, just shoveling into the production pan and boom, boom?
So I brought a tub, I brought a barrel of water, and I filled the tub full of water, and I was just using the production pan to pan it out. But I had these 3-gallon buckets that I was using to fill up, a little bit easier than taking your 5-gallon ones around.
Yep.
And I was just dumping those in the production pan, panning them out, and testing for the gold.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, and that place is kind of fun. I mean, they're fine. While we were there, Jack found 4 nuggets just right on the surface with his metal detector.
Really?
Yeah, and I was there more interested. Nuggets are fun, but because they're an indicator of lots of gold. But I was more interested in the commercial side of it. You know, is there enough gold there to come in with some bigger equipment, get permitted, and do some serious mining in there?
Right.
And so, man, we dug around. I should have brought some pictures to share with you.
Oh, that would have been cool.
But yeah, maybe in a commercial break or something, I'll see what I've got.
Okay.
But there's this massive hole in the ground that somebody dug there. And so we started out there thinking, well, they must know where it's at. And we were panning around in the sides of it, some of the cuts and some of the tailings piles. And honestly, it was not that interesting. So I'm wondering if they were processing some complex ore, you know, maybe doing some smelting or some kind of chemical extraction. But
right.
Didn't look like a test hole.
It looked like more than a test hole. I mean, that hole, if it was a test hole, it was a massive test hole. And once we kind of gave up on that, we went around and started looking in some of the areas that he was finding some of his nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
And the gold was like within 2 feet from the surface. There's this layer of caliche there, and you dig down into that, and we were finding the gold right off the surface of that caliche. It was a false bottom.
Hmm.
Are you by any hills?
Yeah, there's some hills there. It's right south of Lake Mead.
Well, I was just thinking, I mean, if there's big enough hills, are you down in the alluvial fan part or trying to figure your way up, or what's your angle? We
were just above that, and it wasn't as good, but once we got down into the alluvial fan part, it started to get a lot better. So yeah, next time, and we dug that. That was the last thing we did, was took a cut from down where it started to flatten out a little bit. And that's where the good gold was. And so we originally were treating this more like source gold, because the nuggets he finds mostly has rock on it. A lot of his nuggets are still attached to the rock.
Really?
They're like 80% gold and chunks of rock on it. So it's acting like where the gold has, you know, been decaying from and slowly detaching from the rock. It's like a source.
Yeah.
And so we started up there, but we weren't having as much success. And once we went down to where it started flattening out, becoming more alluvial, then we started to find some good gold. So we're kind of optimistic. Maybe if we go back and start looking more down in those floodplains and down into where you would expect the placer to settle, it might be better commercial gold than what we found. I mean, we were finding about 0.04 ounces to the ton. That's what we were finding, to the yard, actually. 0.04 to the yard.
Okay. Hey.
And that's, we would consider that low grade ore. So if you have a really good system that works, that's not going to break down all the time, that you can just run and run, that would be worth running.
Yeah. Okay. So it's worth going back and doing a little more.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go at least one more time, check down in those floodplains, look around, see if we can get that up to about a 0.06 or maybe a 0.1 would be great.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Very nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. See, that's Scott's backyard.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I was right in Scott's backyard. I was down there just above Phoenix. And I took my dad, and I don't know if you know my dad at all, but he's a geologist.
Mm-hmm.
He's savant. I mean, he is one of the best gold sniffers there is out there. But he's getting kind of elderly. And the previous time I took him out, I took him up to a place just north of Boise, Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
And I just about killed him there.
Oh, gee.
We were walking around and down it was like jungle. I mean, that was so bad. We needed a machete to get through it. We were going down these cliff faces and down into this massive boulders. And it's all I could do to get in and out of it. And my dad fell at one point and skinned himself all up really bad.
Oh, geez.
But on our way back, he couldn't go anymore. He had to get down on his hands and knees and start to crawl. It was so bad.
Cow.
And so we sat there and took a break. We're like, what is going on? I'm watching my dad just about die. And we finally made it back to the car. And he went home and found out he had a bicuspid heart valve.
Oh, my.
You're supposed to have 3 valves, and he had 2. And it had built up calcium, and I just about literally killed him right there.
Holy cow. I bet he said, from now on, we stick on flatlands. So.
That's exactly what happened.
More hills.
So he had to go in and have heart surgery and have his valves replaced. And they cut his chest open, and
holy moly.
He spent a couple of years recovering from that. And so that was all a lead up to my experience down in Arizona, just in Tony's backyard. So we were just up north, not too far from what can I say the word? Weisenberg? What's the name, Tony? Wickenburg. Thank you. We were just up by Wickenburg, and I drove clear up into the boonies. There was this spot I had been before that we found some really good gold ore, some gold still inside the rock. And so we were up there going to go check that out again, and I made it. I couldn't believe it. I was up in the middle of nowhere. There was no cell phone reception. But I went through some nasty stuff to get into it. And on my way out of that nasty stuff, I punctured 2 tires.
Oh, geez.
No cell phone coverage. And I'm looking over at my dad going, you ready for a 10-mile hike down to cell phone coverage? In the middle of the Arizona heat, I'm just panicked, right? Because I'm remembering him crawling on his knees, thinking, I've just killed my dad. And so he's not dead yet, but he's about to be. And so I just started driving down on the rims.
What can you do, right?
That's all I could do. And the one was on the rim already. The other one was just hissing. And so I drove and drove and drove. And, it didn't take too long, and the first tire was just gone. And the other one was still hissing. And we finally hit cell phone coverage. So I texted my wife and said, here's our pin. We're not in a good place. And I'm going to keep going until the other tire gets down to where it's no good. And bless her heart, she is the gutsiest woman I know on this planet. She went to Google, she looked around and found a place on the map that said gold prospecting. If you're a wannabe gold miner and you're a tourist, come here. We're going to get you started. It didn't say that, but it basically did, right? It was a tourist stop for people to come and try out gold panning for the first time. She called the number.
Is that right outside Wickenburg?
Yes, just south of Wickenburg, right off the main freeway there.
Yeah, that's Rick Wright's.
Yes, Rick Rice.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, she called him and she goes, what would you say to him? I would be probably saying, okay, you're not going to believe this, but, I'd be humming and hawing the whole way. And she goes, hey, you're a gold miner and my husband's a gold miner. Can you save him? That's what she said. And he goes, I will. And he calls me and he goes, I was just up there, but I'll go back up there. And he goes, are you up there by the windmill? And I'm like, I don't see any windmill. He goes, I think you're up there by the windmill. I'll be right up there. And he drives up there. He finds me, and I'm parked by now because my problem is I have a spare tire, but the spare tire is up underneath the car.
Oh, okay.
And it requires one of those crowbars with the little tip on it to get it down. I don't have it.
Oh, geez.
I brought my fancy little cross one because it's easier. So I can't even get the tire down to replace one of them. And so that's why I was down on the rim. And so he brings his crowbar, he comes up and he pulls up and he's like, hey, I knew you were by the windmill. And he points right behind me and I'm like 50 feet from it.
Oh my God.
Back of the windmill. I'm like, oh, that windmill. But he gets my tire down. We swap it out. He brings an air pump. We pump the hissing one back up. And I make a run for the tire store and have just enough air to get there. So he saved our lives, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, Rick's a pretty good dude.
Big thank you to Rick, right?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he saved it. He saved our bacon.
All right, so now
we made a little stop at his place on the way and filled up our air and made sure it was all good.
So what did you learn from that experience? What are you going to do next time?
Next time?
Yes.
I want to give the little boy answer because that's what I am inside.
This is desert prospecting.
But the obvious answer was make sure you can get your spare out.
Right.
Bring a tire puncture kit and a pump.
There you go.
An air pump.
Plug kit, a pump. Make sure you get your spare. Okay. There, right.
That's right. But the lesson definitely was not don't bring your dad.
Yeah. Don't make him walk 10 miles if you don't have to.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe I did that to him.
That's rough country. Oh,
yeah.
Let's see what we got. All right. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Jeff from Ohio, and I got a question for Clint.
All right, go ahead, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, I big time prospector, and I found a really good application for the big gold claw pan you have.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, you were talking about your story where you were stuck. Well, my truck got stuck, and we were up in the mountains, and there was just snow everywhere, and I couldn't get down. So I had some straps in the back of my truck, and I had 2 of your big gold claws. I cut some slits in it, strapped them in, and I skied down that mountain.
You are so full of it.
And it was just amazing. And then when I got to the bottom, I made some bad splits.
In the same pan?
You know, this is so ridiculous. I know a guy that is just like you.
Jeff.
He's from Indiana.
He likes multicolored pans, doesn't he, Ken? What's his favorite color of pan?
Yeah, what's your favorite color pan, Jeff?
My favorite color is clear.
Not admitting it's purple, huh?
It's purple.
Clear and purple mix.
Let's get this call after all air. He's awful.
He's awful.
Thanks for calling, caller.
Good caller.
Thank you.
See you, Dennis.
Oh my goodness.
Can always count on Jeff from Ohio to call in.
Yeah, when I heard it, I was like, what?
Did you guys miss a call? What's going on?
Yeah, Jeff from
Oh my goodness. You missed it just when he called. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but
Your timing.
Yeah. So I want to know how you use that pan for a banana split.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am serious. How do you use it for a banana split pan?
3 scoops. We have a scooper. I swear.
Okay.
3 scoops in the small pan,
In that pocket pan.
in the pocket pan,
Uh-huh.
with caramel. Well, I can't do it now, but caramel, chocolate, and you can put little sprinkles on it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. You can eat ice cream and in the evening, rinse it out, and go find gold in the morning with it.
My question is it dishwasher safe?
Absolutely.
Clint, is it? Dennis says yes.
Of course it is.
Hey,
All right, there you go.
Now, let me tell you a funny story. Unrelated. Funny story, unrelated. So, I do consulting for a living. Maybe you don't, but that's what I do. I consult big businesses, small, oil and gas companies, nuclear, pharmaceutical. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm out consulting them all. Well, one of my buddies got invited to, it was an Indonesian country. I think it might have been China, actually, down in Singapore, somewhere in that area.
Right.
And they have these, well, let's put it this way. He needed to use the restroom. And so he he asked if he could dismiss himself, and he was looking for it, and he found it. There it was. They had one of those urinals that just kind of almost like a fountain where it's just pouring out water the whole way. So he's sitting there peeing in that thing. Yeah, this is a little gross, but the story's fitting here. So he's sitting there doing his thing and looking around, and suddenly he notices this isn't the bathroom. Apparently down there they have these holy rooms where you wash your hands in these fountains. And he's peeing in their sacred holy. And by the way, this thing, if they had found out he had done that, they would have to have dismantled the whole room.
Oh.
Clean it of that.
Oh, yeah.
Of the fact that he probably would have been sent home and not invited back to the country.
Probably they would have had to have priests come in and re-bless the room.
That's right.
Oh,
So
that's the whole 9 yards.
anyway, moral of the story, Dennis, you're peeing in my holy spot.
You're peeing in the pan. It ain't right.
No, you actually saved me money. I didn't have to buy Tupperware.
I want to hear that I made you money, not saved you money.
But Clint, isn't it a wise idea to market it as also a multi-purpose banana split pan also? I mean, just for the pocket pan. Kids will love it.
I have never ate out of it. I have never skied in it. And I'll just leave it at that.
It's one of those things. It's like, hey, we could market it as this too. Children would love the multicolored one you do, the weird design. Dennis's one he's dying to get, and they could put their cereal in it. I'm just saying, you got a awesome product
to eat out of.
Well, what it's made out of is Triton.
Right.
And if you don't know what Triton is, it's the most rugged plastic there is on the planet. It's what they make. There's a company here in Utah that I'm really glad they're here because they're ordering in Triton all the time. And so my supplier is able to get it in cheap for me.
Right. So that's
relatively cheap. I mean, this stuff is expensive. But Triton they use it in blenders, for example.
In what?
In blenders. So you've maybe heard of Blendtec. Their YouTube commercials are all about grinding everything in a blender. That's how they get their viral marketing.
right.
So they'll blend metal and cell phones and iPads and everything in these blenders. But that's the material this is made out of. It's not like a polypropylene pan.
That's right.
So that's how I know it's dishwasher safe for you, Dennis, in case you're cooking or making your ice cream in it.
it's a gold pan first.
Yeah.
But
First and foremost.
honestly, I was actually, my story was we actually went camping and we went to Bill's and we forgot, we brought food, but we actually forgot our plates. So I
I would have used it then.
Yeah. Oh, in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And I just, and I rinsed them off right back in the creek, panning for gold.
Didn't the old gold timers used to use their metal pans to eat their beans and stuff?
I think they used their pans to eat their beans to get gold is how it works.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, hey.
So a little bit about the science of that pan. I actually put a lot of hidden features into it that I just never talk about because I just don't have time.
Okay.
But it's kind of like a Swiss Army knife, really, because I pan, and I was up in Alaska doing a lot of panning, and I found that there's a lot of things I want to do out there that I could do with the pan, but because it's round and has that big round lip on it, I can't do it. So there's a lot of features I built into it specifically to just make it so, just like Dennis said, if you leave your stuff home, you can still get the job done.
Right.
So for example, let's talk about some of the obvious things. You notice the basic shape of the backside, right? What's it look like?
On the pocket pan?
On all of them.
Oh.
Looks like a shovel. That's right. It's actually designed to dig.
Right.
And not just to dig, but to dig down right to get the stuff right off the top of the bedrock.
Right.
Yep.
If you use a big round pan, I don't know if you have one there, you can hold that up. You can see so there's the edge of the pocket pan. Do you have a round pan? Show the edge of a round pan. It's big and round.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're scraping on the bottom of the bedrock, you're leaving the gold on the surface. Where if you're using a gold claw, you can actually scrape it right off the bottom of and get it right off the bedrock. And it's sharp enough you can actually dig in and get the job done.
Yep.
So that was the first little
that has no edge
feature that's built onto it.
Mm-hmm.
Another little hidden feature is that every one of the gold claws has kind of a sharp corner to it. And the reason I did that is because I was always up finding my sample and I wanted to put it in my vial or something, and I had forgotten my snuffer bottle. Yeah, so that corner, that one right there. Yeah. So that one is sharp enough that you just put that under water and you can literally pour the gold you find into your vial.
Yep.
And keep it. And then you can label the vial and you know right where you got that sample.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've seen me do that on video or not, or at the show I show it all the time, but that's a feature that's a hidden feature. It's really handy. And I use it a lot in Arizona. Because once again, I forgot my snuffer bottle. Now, another hidden feature, and it's kind of the whole point of this pan, is that it has your classifier built into it.
Okay.
So one thing that's not very handy, or at least I found very annoying, is to take time to classify the material first.
Right.
Because, so backing up to the physics again, there are two main ways you separate gold. One way is by having rushing water rush across the dirt, and it picks up and suspends the lighter material and washes it away. So a sluice works that way, right? You just got running water across the top, and you put enough turbulence in it, it can pick up the light material.
Right.
But a regular round gold pan does that too. You shake it, and then when you're dipping it, the water rushing out of the pan pulls the light material out with it. Okay.
Right.
But when water is moving the material, it's not just a factor of weight. It is now the shape of that material too that it requires that you have to pay attention to. So if it's a flat piece of gold, it'll wash out, or if it's a fine piece of gold, because the surface area to volume ratio is such that it takes the same force to remove a fine particle of gold as it does to remove one of those specks of black sand.
Right.
And so it takes a while to become experienced enough to use a round pan in such a way that you keep all your gold safe. Because you got two factors involved, the weight and the shape. Where with a gold clot, it's utilizing just the weight of the gold. The water does not rush out and pull the dirt with it. Instead, you go to the second way you separate. So the first way is suspension or rushing water. The second way is through liquefaction. So when you're shaking a round pan, you're using liquefaction, but then you stop and start dipping. Now you're back to the other way.
Mm-hmm.
With a gold claw, it only uses liquefaction. And because it's only using liquefaction, I've designed the large ribs on the large side to do all the classifying. So that's why those ribs are big like that, is because they're designed to be able to shake, and you don't have to stop. With a round pan, you shake it, then you stop and you start dipping. And then you do another cycle and another cycle and another cycle. And that's why it takes so long.
Mm-hmm.
With a gold claw, it's one smooth cycle of shake and tilt. And so you're using liquefaction. Those edges do all the classifying. All the big stuff goes up and out. It doesn't care about the shape anymore. And so it saves you from having to classify anything. And so I've heard this over and over again. It's better to classify it first because it'll save you time, because you can get all the big rocks out of the way. Not to mention, if you're round panning, you kind of need that anyway to be able to pan it properly.
Right.
And that's true in a round pan because it takes so freaking long to pan your material.
Yep.
But the second you change the paradigm, as soon as even a beginner can pan the whole pan down in under a minute, it no longer becomes more economical to classify first.
Right.
Because, I mean, just think about it. How long does it take you to classify a 5-gallon bucket of material?
Yeah.
A while, probably minutes, 25 minutes.
To classify, that maybe pan it out, but just classifying, just running it through a 1/4-inch screen.
12 seconds.
It takes Tony 12 seconds to do a 5-gallon bucket through a.
I got a big classifier. It's bigger than I am.
About 25 minutes. I say 25 minutes to.
I'm surprised. Maybe an 1/8-inch screen, it would take that long, but I'm thinking at least 5 minutes to get a whole 5 to 10 minutes to get a whole 5-gallon bucket through a 1/4-inch screen. It's pretty typical for me. But you can, with the production pan, you can do the whole 5-gallon bucket in under a minute. And so in less time that it takes you to classify it, you're looking at your gold. And so that's why that classifier end is there, is so that you can skip that step.
Who likes classifying?
One of the
Nobody.
that I always point out to a lot of people to get them to realize is on a round pan, when you get it down to, the little bit, okay? And a lot of times people will bring the pan up and they'll swirl it around to kind of see what kind of gold they got. And if anyone's ever done that, if you've noticed, sometimes as you're swirling it, whoop, it picks up that gold and it's floating on top. Mm-hmm. Now, most people with a round pan, they'll pan it down to just almost nothing. Well, what people don't realize is when they did that swirl and that gold floated up to the top, the same thing happened. You're dipping that out of the water. You don't see that real super fine gold, but it's going out your pan.
It's gone. Yeah.
When you have a gold claw and that gold claw is under the water, you will have absolutely no float gold at all, ever.
No matter how fine, no matter how flat.
It stays in the bottom of that pan. So you don't lose any gold, no float gold. That's what I try to get to. You would be surprised. And there's expert panners. I guarantee you, I can't, they're a lot better panners than me. But I'm telling you, you take the gold that you've lost, even those expert panners, and they didn't see it. I'm just trying to give them a little,
Yeah, that's a huge hidden factor that's built into the pan. As soon as that surface starts to touch the gold, which is what happens when you're either swirling it or even when you're dipping it and you're right down to the very end, mm-hmm. As you're dipping it, you're going to pick up the flat and the fine gold and it will float and you won't notice it and it'll be gone. Now, experienced panners usually stop before they get to that point. Right. It's the people that are less experienced or at least unaware of the float gold that will stop sooner. In fact, what I see most people do is they'll pan down to their black sand. And that's where they stop because at that point, it's getting hard to pan anyway. And that's when the float gold risk starts to kick in. And so then they'll finish the black sand on the bottom of their pan by swirling and swirling and swirling. And that swirling process takes so freaking long. I mean, you'll spend a minute to, if you're not good at it, you can spend 10 minutes just swirling the black sand away from your gold.
Oh yeah.
And for me, I can swirl it in a less than a minute or so, but still that's painfully slow now compared to what I do now.
Mhm.
But because you don't ever let the material get up to the surface of the water, it's always underwater. It's 100% protected from floating. It can't. It has to touch the surface first before it can float. Gold doesn't just from the bottom of the pan float to the top. That'll never happen.
Right.
Nope.
But when you let the surface get near it, the surface wicks around the gold because gold has such a high surface tension that it'll wick the water around it and literally create a boat. And that's when your gold will float.
Ah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Very
what causes it to
interesting.
float.
That was a good fact, Dennis. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And a little bit of soap breaks down that surface tension and will help your gold stay down. It doesn't keep it from floating, but it makes it a lot less likely to float.
Right. See, that's cool. That is the coolest.
It is.
It is. I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah.
That's something I never even realized. Huh. And I'm just still amazed by how the production pan can do a 5-gallon bucket in 1 minute.
I am too, honestly. I am blown away. So I made the original, and that's where I learned what it could do, right? I made it to eliminate the washing effect. I didn't expect it to speed me up as much as it did.
Right.
I just wanted to eliminate one of the factors in separating gold, because the more you simplify the pure physics, the better things work. That's an old Einstein principle.
Right.
And so I was able to get it down to one principle, just weight. But it was fast, and I'm like, that's great. It's way faster. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made the pocket pan, and it was about the same speed. So I was a little disappointed that it wasn't like much faster, being so much smaller. I went from 15 seconds down to about 12 seconds.
Okay.
13, 12. It wasn't much less. I'm like, that's a bummer. But then I made the big one, and I'm expecting, 5-10 minutes to get through it.
Oh yeah.
And it was 17 seconds.
Because how can you expect that? I mean,
I was blown away. I'm like, how can this be the same speed no matter how big I made this?
Yeah.
I was getting ready to make one a bathtub size. Be done in 20 seconds.
You need to make one like that floats in some kind of trough of water.
I do have one that big, just so you know. But it's the machine.
Now, when you first did these, and even like when you just did production pan, how do you test it? Are you like putting X amount of gold in there and panning it and then saying, okay, there's my gold. That's exactly what I had when I started with.
Yeah, there's two main techniques. That's the classic one is you put a weight amount of gold in, you recover it.
Yes.
And so that's one way. And then the other way is you repan it.
Yes.
So what'll happen is if you're losing, say, 30%, when you repan it, you'll catch all of that minus another 30%, and it shrinks a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You tend to lose a percentage. And so what I'll typically do is pan it 5 times.
Okay.
And I'll watch that percentage shrink. It's not pure. It's not like you lose again exactly 30%. It's going to be a little different because the stuff you lost is a little harder to catch, right? That's why it got out. But you're going to lose a very similar percentage. And so I'll do it 5 times because what I want to see is if I'm losing 10%, I want to see 90% and then 90% of what's left over, but maybe a little less. And then again, 90%, and you'll see that curve. And if you see that curve, then you'll know that the sum total of everything else is going to be a pretty good estimate of what you got that first time because you can see the continuous curve every time you pan it. Mm-hmm. And so, for example, if I have 100 flakes and I lose 10, the next time I'll see about 8 to 10 flakes. and I'll lose about 2, and then I'll do it again, and I'll lose 1, and then I'll do it again, and it'll be hard to catch that last 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm looking for. And that's actually in a way easier because you can test much greater batches of material. So I can run like a 55-gallon drum and then retest it, and I'll watch the curve. It's easier than salting it first because if you salt it, that's already pre-classified material, gold. Where when you're testing it out of raw ore, you're getting all the super fines and everything in there.
Yeah.
I think it's a much better test.
I'm with you on the same boat. I'm with you on that one.
So it's better to just repan it multiple times and see that curve, and then you can estimate what your loss is. And we did that up in Alaska on the machine, and our loss was phenomenal. It was phenomenally small. It was we were losing about if I remember right, about 0.3%.
Okay.
Less than 1%. It was crazy. And we were testing our other systems that we were using, and we were losing about 30%. So it was night and day difference.
Yeah, that is. That's a huge difference. Because it just seems weird, you know. I mean, that's a big pan. You know? And you're loading it up.
Yes. Now, to be fair, like any system, if you don't understand it well, you're going to have some losses. And I've designed it my best so that even if you don't understand it well, you're going to lose very little. Mm-hmm. But the more you get to know that pan, you're going to get to where you're just not losing it.
I got you.
Don't give up on it.
No.
Dennis, tell your give up story. It's a really good one. For those people who have tried the round pan their whole life,
as long as
and they're never going to let go of that piece of round plastic.
I lost internet a minute ago. We've been having issues, so I've tried to tell it without losing internet.
Okay, Roger.
I met you at the Vegas. Was it the Vegas Gold Show, Clint?
Yep.
Okay. And you were telling me about the Gold Claw pan, and I went ahead and got some pan from you because I wanted to give it a try. Before I was going to put my seal of approval on it, I wanted to try it out. I took the pan. Of course, I watched your videos, and I remember you and Ken explaining to me how to use it and how to do it. And anyone that knows me knows that I hate panning. Well, I took the pan and I started to use it, and I was using it wrong because I had that motion memory, and I couldn't get it right. And then when I did, I was like, I wasn't doing it right. And after a few times, I got frustrated. I literally got frustrated, and I tossed the pan down, and I said, "The heck with that! I'm not going to use that anymore."
Mm-hmm.
And probably sat for a couple months, and then I got to thinking about that pan because I was hearing more about the Gold Claw, and I thought, you know what? That wasn't fair for me to and of course I didn't give a review on it yet, but it wasn't fair. And I thought, I'm not going to let it whip me. I'm going to give it a fair chance. So I went back and I started watching the videos, and I slowed it down. Now, you don't have to go you can pan that fast, but you don't have to. Okay. So I slowed it down, and I started doing it because I'm trying to train myself from the roundness and the dipping. And once I got that down, then I was able to speed it up. Now, someone that's never panned before, then they can pick it up like that. But the seasoned panner, it takes them a minute because they're used to that round pan. But I'm glad I did, because from that moment on, that was it. I mean, anyone that knows that I hate the pan, I hate the pan. And that was just a blessing to have that Gold Claw. I mean, my goodness, I'm glad I picked it back up.
Yeah, you just can't ever give up.
No, don't let it whip you. I'm telling you, do not let it whip you. I promise that pan is a lot better than a round pan. If you give it a chance and you actually do it and work it like it's supposed to, you will see.
So we should talk a little bit about what it is that makes it not work when you try and pan like a round pan.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
Now, there are times that I still want my round pan.
Okay.
Like when I'm eating ice cream.
Yes, and beans.
Not beans.
Back at you, Dennis. But I can't go back to the round pan because I just don't have the patience. I never had the patience for round panning. I got really good at it. In fact, I got good enough at it that I did go to a gold show, and Jack talked me into trying the speed panning contest. And he claims it's his fault, but I won. I beat Jackie. Jack goes and cleans everybody out every time, and then after that, they banned me from ever being in the competition. So I'm going to use that excuse to stay undefeated. But but the reason I can pan fast is not because I've learned the technique. It's because I understand the physics of it. I understand exactly what's going on.
Right.
The surface to volume ratio, the surface tension, all the things trading place, everything that's going on, I understand what's going on. And that's my engineering background, but also all the conversations I had with my dad, understanding the physics, because he is such a good geologist. He's not typical. He knows his chemistry. He knows the surface tension. He knows the electrostatic dynamics, everything that's going on. Were you going to say something, Dennis?
No, I'm just saying, there goes my light was starting to flash on my internet and it stopped. Thank goodness. I got thinking, there goes my internet again.
Well, you're still there. That's good. Anyway, what's going on, what has to happen is, so let me describe a few things that are going on, the dynamics that are going on. You have to use something called liquefaction to make this work. It's like in an earthquake when things sink into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
When you're swirling your round pan, you're in a state of liquefaction. That's what allows the gold to get down. But as soon as you stop swirling, everything goes back to a crystal state. Everything's settled in. It's solid again. And one of the mistakes I see people make is they don't put enough energy into it. They're moving it side to side, but it's still sitting in the pan like a solid. Just the surface is moving.
Right.
And if that's the case, you're going to lose your gold. You're going to lose a lot of the gold if you don't shake it hard enough to get it into a state of liquefaction.
Right.
But the other mistake I see people is they shake it big, long, wide strokes. One of my favorite people down in Alaska, I can't seem to get him to use short, tiny shaking motions. He loves the big, wide ones because it moves the material faster. But when you use big, wide shaking motions, that has the effect of making big things get on top of small things. So you do that right at the beginning for a few seconds to get the big rocks to the surface. But then you got to switch to really short shaking motions. And when you do that, it allows anything heavy to get down below anything lighter. And so
you're going to get
wet, you said? That's right. Yeah, you're going to get wet. We know who that is. Jeff, why hasn't Jeff ever contacted me? I'm so confused.
I have sent him messages. I actually sent him some of the pans. I sent him a purple set, and I said, please try this. Give it a chance.
Maybe he used round pan methods and couldn't get it to work for him.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe. So let's go to the method for a minute. Why circles versus side to side, right? When people round pan, with that round pan, it actually works reasonably well to shake this thing in circles. You go in a swirling motion. It turns out that's not the best motion for separating gold. Side to side is better because swirling creates these eddy currents. Side to side ones, circular ones, and up and down ones. And the circular ones will take it from the bottom of the pan up the edge of the round pan and then back down. And so you're actually more at risk when you're swirling than if you're just shaking it side to side, because that side to side shaking, even a round pan, will keep it down in that lower corner.
Mm-hmm.
And so swirling in a gold cloth actually is disruptive. If you swirl it with just water, you can see how the energy will kick right into that first lift. And so swirling in a gold claw pan is really bad.
Right.
Side to side shaking, however, is what it's designed for. I what's the word? I over designed the side to side to get the most out of it, but it means that swirling it is going to suffer. So don't swirl. Don't go in circles when you shake it. Side to side only.
Yep.
And then, so let's put it all together. To make it work, you got to shake hard enough to get everything in motion, but do it with shorter shaking motions. So it's a little bit faster, but really short shaking motions, and that's going to make that gold drop right to the bottom. And then you tilt. So you shake and tilt.
Yep.
And if you go watch those videos, I'll talk about that some places.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I don't tell people, because it's like slightly advanced panning. Maybe I should make an advanced gold claw panning video.
Maybe.
But if you watch me, I don't exactly just do short shakes and tilt. There's a little bit more to what I do. And what it's going to do is it's going to speed things up for me. And that's one of the reasons I can go a little bit faster than most, is I will actually do some longer, wider, sloshier type motions at first, but I'm not letting my dirt out yet. And then I will reduce it. So I'll go wide, and then I'll reduce it to short shaking.
Mm-hmm.
And going from wide to short has an interesting effect of making the gold drop hard.
Yep.
So I'll do wide slosher, and then I bring it down to short, and then I'll finish with short. And that short has the effect of keeping it liquid, but won't let the gold up off the bottom. And so I put all that together when I'm doing it, and that's how I get my really super fast time. But I tell people just keep it short shaking, because you'll be pretty close to a minute just by doing short only, but you'll keep all your gold in the bottom.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video of using a round pan and a gold claw pan, just so I can show the difference.
Yeah.
And then I can show when I swirl it, how gold comes up, and you know what I mean? I'll try to, what I call, dumb it down, make it more easier. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shoot another video, and I'm gonna pan, and we'll time, running the round pan versus the gold claw pan. That way I can show people why you using a gold claw pan.
That's right. Well, let's say on that note, let's take a quick break, run these commercials, and we'll be right back with our good friend Clint Washburn from Gold Claw after these messages.
2 and 2.
2 and 2, Scott. Thank you, Scott. I needed it.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit dirthogpaydirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. dirthogpaydirt.com. The best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. Tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
Welcome back to Prospectors Radio. If you have any questions or comments for us, give us a call at 419-520-7574. And now, here's your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, we are back. Clint.
Hi. I can't stop laughing at Dennis's camera.
It's his antics that we're used to it. So that was kind of mellow. We appreciate that one, Dennis.
Oh my! Hey, I have got to make a comment on one of your ads, if I may.
Yeah, sure.
Amra, aren't we glad they are here?
Oh gosh, yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
I want to make a donation to them. If they're listening, give me a call. I'm going to definitely do that.
That's cool.
That's
really cool.
They got our back, and so we need to get theirs.
You ain't kidding. That is for sure. Amra is there for all of us, and that's clear. You know, we're glad they're around, without a doubt.
Oh, absolutely,
without a doubt. So now I know it's getting a little late, so I'm just going to move things along. So I know we had talked about this video contest.
Oh, yeah.
It did not go well.
Oh, man.
Yeah, trust me. We talked about it every week. I don't know if people just don't have gold clothes.
Maybe they just don't have time to make videos. We're not all Dennis.
Right. But we did have 3.
Oh, wow.
The 3 were Dennis Dayton. He made a new one. Scott Swiftwater Tony.
Oh, my golly.
He posted an old one. And our buddy Razor up in Alaska, he made one.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. So it was like, what did we have? We said we were going to do 3 prizes, and we have 3 videos.
Well, I say
easy.
I say we send them all a prize. They earned it.
Well,
and then let's do a drawing.
To ask is, I know you were going to give away a multicolored goop one.
That's it. Is the swirl ones? We get these rare swirl ones.
Can that please go to Dennis?
Dennis Dayton?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tim, anything you ask within moral boundaries is going to happen.
I would really love Dennis to have that one because he wants that one so bad he can't stand it. So
Done deal.
I'm like,
He gets the swirl one.
He's got to have the swirls.
And Scott and Ray, I don't think care which one they get, honestly.
Well, what I was thinking, like you said, you had a swirl pan, then you had like all your pans in one.
Yeah.
And then you just had the big pan.
So I can't remember. Note to self: when we come up with a contest, we should write down what we came up with.
Well, like I said,
it was the crazy color one.
Yeah,
a full set
and a production.
Yeah, send the full.
I think
set.
that's right.
I think
send the full set one to Razor.
All right, he'll get the full set, all 3 pans plus the starter gold kit.
And Scott the production pan.
Yeah.
So
all right, what color do you want, Tony?
Oh, it doesn't matter to me, bud. You know.
Do you want another swirl one like Dennis will get?
Sure.
Oh.
Then you can show it off.
Look at you guys. Those swirly pans.
Yeah, I'll take a swirl production pan. Yeah.
All right.
And
I'll send you both a swirl one.
Sign it.
I'll sign them. Do you want me to sign the big kit too?
Yeah.
Going to Alaska?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I'm sure Razor would appreciate it.
Heck yeah. Please do.
Yeah, but if you sign mine, I'm going to wear the name off pretty quick.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
I signed it on the back where you tilt it forward, all those ripples are at. Sign it on the back of that, because otherwise, if you sign anywhere else, I'm going to be wearing that signature off.
Yep.
It wears everywhere out. That whole pan gets it everywhere.
It's just the fun of having the signature on it. You wear it off.
I'll do that.
Show and he'll sign it again. Like, here, give me my Sharpie. I'll sign it again.
Okay. I know I know how to mail stuff to Dennis.
Well, Dennis will send you Scott and Razor's address.
Okay, good. I think I have Tony still, but
okay.
No.
Yeah, if you just send out 3.
He moved, so it might be a
yeah,
okay.
I'm in Black Canyon City. If that's the one you got, I'm not for sure.
Yeah.
I doubt it. Yeah, so send me all the addresses.
I'll send them to you. So, Ray, if you're listening, send Dennis your address, please.
Okay, let's do something for the audience today too.
Okay.
Let's do another giveaway.
Okay.
Let's do another production pan, because actually let's do 2. Do you mind if we give away 2 things?
I don't bother.
We'll do a combo kit, which has an original in a pocket, and a little gold starter kit, and we'll do a production pan, the big one.
Okay.
And just because, the way things are, I'll even make the production one a swirl pan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And who's gonna write me and send me the addresses?
Oh, Dennis will get them to you.
Dennis, you're gonna need to write all this down, because by 30 minutes from now, I will forget it all.
Right.
I'll have it.
Write down that they got the swirl production pan.
All right.
Can swirl production pan.
Now, do we get to watch any of these videos?
They're all on GPS. I wonder if I could play it. Let me see. I bet you
At least the one from
Dennis
Alaska.
gets the swirl production pan. Scott gets the swirl production pan.
No, I get the swirl regular pan.
Oh, whatever. Well, you're writing it down so you know what you're doing.
Let's not out too far.
Dennis, would you rather have a swirl production or a swirl regular?
Swirl regular.
Okay. So write that all down.
And then write Razors down.
Okay.
Okay.
Ray gets a complete kit, right?
Yes.
Are you guys in this same boat? My family's trying to get me to go do Father's Day dinner.
Well,
well, you better go. It's free.
Yeah.
I could smell it. Oh my goodness.
And it is 9:00. I mean,
I love you guys and everything, but food.
Oh, trust me, I'm with.
And attention. It's hard to resist.
Oh, it's your day. It's your day.
Hey,
Well,
Jim.
you let us know what you're doing, and we'll do the drawings, and you can go.
Yeah, we could do that.
Well, I was going to say, if you guys wanted to, we could do the drawings on Wednesday night.
They just slipped me this note.
Well, we're usually done at 9:00. It's usually when we're done.
Why don't we?
So we're about done.
Why don't we say the drawings?
Let them know. We're almost.
Yeah. Wait, what do you want to do, Scott?
I said, why don't we say the drawings for Wednesday night?
Well, now it'd be better on Sunday.
Yeah, let's do the drawings, and if you want to do another gold claw drawing on Wednesday, you're welcome to.
All right.
Whether you get me on or not.
All right. So wait, I'm all confused.
We're gonna do 2 drawings today.
Right now.
For a gold claw combo. And a swirl production.
Combo and a production.
Yeah.
Okay.
A swirl production. A fancy swirl production. And then if you guys want to give away another couple next week, whether I'm on the show or not, you're welcome to do it.
Clint, that's awesome, brother. Thank you.
And just let me know what you came up with, okay?
Okay.
You can do another combo set and another production pan next Wednesday.
The first one, the combo set is going to Darth Placer.
All right.
It's the
Congratulations.
Darth gets the combo. And now, drum roll, please.
Swirl production. I'll even sign it.
Swirl production. All right.
Remind me to sign these, Dennis.
Yes.
Okay.
Next, tell me what to sign in case I'm not signing something, because sometimes I'm afraid to sign them because people will be afraid to use them.
Nick Gall is the second winner of the production pan.
How you spell that last name?
Gall.
I was going to say that's
So that's the 2. That's our 2 winners. Now we need you guys' address so we can send it to Dennis. Darth, Nick. I need those addresses. We'll send them to Dennis.
Or at indianagoldhunter@gmail.com.
What is it, Dennis?
indianagoldhunter@gmail.com.
Can we put that in the chat room?
Yep. Or they can send me a message in the chat.
Yeah.
Or on Messenger. You can send me your address and what color you want.
Yes.
Unless it's a swirl pan you want. You don't have to send me that. I got it wrote down here.
Right.
And God darn it, take some pictures with the dang stuff.
Yes.
You guys out there that won that stuff that was donated by the Ohio Goat Show with Ed Marvin and everybody like that.
Oh, Randy did just post his, and
did he? Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, he did post it tonight. Yes.
All right.
And everyone, big thank you to Clint from Gold Call.
Yes, thank you, Clint.
Thank you, brother, for stopping by.
It's an honor. I love being here.
Every time you're here, you're always so kind to our listeners.
I'll need the color that from Darth Placer and then the color pans for Ray.
If you don't get a color from them, I'm going to send them blue.
Right. You're going to get what you get. It'll be the pans, the kit, but it'll be multiple choice. So
there you go.
Yes. Clint, enjoy the rest of your Father's Day. Go eat dinner with your
Thank you.
Take care, Clint. Buddy. Good to see
Bye,
you.
you guys. It was great. I'll have to do it again sometime.
Always a pleasure, buddy. Take care.
Bye.
Bye, buddy. All right. See, congratulations, everybody that won them a new fan. Oh, Darth said green, blue is fine. Green, blue.
Well, that's a new dark green, which is really cool. I like that color.
Make sure you guys send Dennis your address.
Uh-huh. Yes. So Dennis got to have your address. So Nick Gall, Darth, send Dennis your address. And that way. And Ray, send Dennis your address if you don't have it. You got Ray's address, Dennis?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want, Ray?
Scott, did you send Dennis your address?
No, not yet.
Make sure you do. Don't do like you're doing John's picture. Send him that address.
Once you get out of the chat room, the freaking address is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'll just send it through Messenger, guys.
Yeah, send it on our Messenger for Dennis. Right. That'll work. That'll work real good. Yeah. And big thank you to Clint. He's always good to us and our listeners every time he's on here, and we appreciate that. We don't expect it, so it's really cool that he does it. And Dennis, he needs Dennis's email one more time: indianagoldhunter@gmail.com. And then Dennis, let him know you got it or something. A little reply, got it.
Yep.
Yeah, easy peasy, mac and squeezy.
I sent it.
Easy peasy.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah. But
I got Scott.
What's that?
Got Scott's? He put it in the chat room, in our text, in our group message. Very cool. See?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Good. Indiana Gold Hunter at Gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
Yep.
I think you got
gmail.com.
Got it now. Yeah. Indiana Gold Hunter at Gmail.
Indiana Gold.
Yep.
At gmail.com.
Art got it. He'll be sending you an email. Yeah.
At 007 would say.
And give your real name too, Darth.
That's Gmail. Indiana Gold Hunter.
Before we go real quick, guys, let me throw that gold prices at you real quick.
Yeah, let's hear them.
Right now we got gold actually went down $18 and it landed at $1,840. Still went down $18 though. I'm happy about that. Silver still went down 0.29, 21.74 is the asking price on that. We got platinum that fell $19. That went to $941. We got palladium rolling in at -74, and that's coming in at $18.96. And we got rhodium took a $50 jump down. Everything went down, and that's at $13,850. But the NASDAQ and the S&Ps, everything was in the green. So precious metals went down and everything else went up. So there you go.
Yeah, buddy. And the Bitcoin.
It went down, man. You heard it was crashing. It's crap.
No, it's not. It's coming back.
It's going down.
It's coming back, baby.
It went
20,125.
Yeah, it fell. It made news how much
everything's hurting. Everything's hurting. No, I mean, come on. Give it time.
Bitcoin.
Give it time. You're gonna see.
It's a bit of crap. That's what it is.
Oh, up higher than it ever was when it comes back. Yeah.
Bitcoin's worth whatever the heck the market says it is. Because
and
now
whose ever birthday.
It, so guess what? If there are a bunch of people short it, it's going to fall like a rock.
And whose ever birthday it was today, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy day, happy day.
It was actually today would have been my dad's birthday, so yeah, happy birthday, pops. Yeah, it would have been his birthday today. So
oh yeah, if you guys want
my dad's birthday and
tomorrow, all these Junies.
Passed, but
yeah, my
mine
birthday,
too.
My dad's birthday would have been the 13th
of June.
Yeah.
Wow, all these June dads.
And if you guys want to know, Thomas Pennyweight has put a video of the Flash Bash 2022 on the page.
Oh, nice. Everybody go and check that out.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Did they say where the Flash Bash was?
They probably did in the video after it was over. Yeah.
Because it's all secret until they have it.
Yeah. Yeah. They keep it on the low. Yep. Uh-huh.
I had it at the Norse or something.
Email is sent, Dennis.
Yep, I got 2 of them.
All right, good. You in business. Enjoy them pans, guys. And let's see some pictures, please. Yeah. That's all we ask. We don't ask much. Yeah.
No.
It makes.
And if you're wondering about my eye, it's back.
It comes and goes, he says. So it comes and goes. For sure.
My breathing's doing a little bit better.
Yeah, you look.
Gotta lose weight.
You look better, Rich.
I go for a stress test for my heart July 7th.
I hate them stupid.
July 6th.
Oh my God, get ready to run your butt off.
No, I'm not running.
You won't run?
Nope. They're gonna inject me with dye, and I'm gonna do the lazy man way.
Oh, okay. I got you. The easy one. Not
I'll
the
die
running.
if I get on a treadmill.
Oh, that running one kills you.
Oh, I'll die if I get on a treadmill. I won't even last a minute. That's what my breathing is right now.
I remember last time I went because I thought I was having a heart attack when we found out it wasn't a heart attack. It was dang, what you call them, panic attack.
Yeah.
But they made me do that running one like that, and I got off, and the doctor said, "Well, we can tell it ain't your heart."
Yeah,
I
that's
was like, "Well, how do you know?" He goes, "Well, he says another 45 seconds, you would have beat the doctor's record here of how long you were running."
Yeah,
them things are crazy.
I'm like, well, I don't ever want to do because they said push.
I walk from here to the mailbox and I'm out of breath. I wouldn't be able to do no deck on treadmill.
Yeah, that's a rough one, without a doubt. It beats you up. It's time for me to do another one too, and I'm just not doing it. I can't afford them stupid things.
Well, I hadn't had a stress test in 14 years, so it's about.
It's been. Oh God, it's been about.
Well, there's a possibility I could have a blockage, which is causing my.
Yep. So you need to do this. Yeah, get your butt in there and get it done.
Tim?
What's that?
How long's it been for you?
It's probably been about 7 years since I've had. Since I've had a stress test. Yeah, so it's time. They keep telling me, "No, you gotta do it." I'm like, yeah. It's too expensive. My insurance deductible ain't.
Yeah, but what's your life worth?
Yeah, but no.
I get it. I understand.
I can't afford it. You just can't afford it. You can't afford it.
Yeah.
My damn insurance deductible's too high. So
crazy.
Hell, I can't afford. I can't afford to drive to the doctor.
Yeah. Well, that's getting to that point too. Yeah. It is getting to that point also. Oh, there's our buddy John Ryan. Real quick, have you guys seen the latest Wrong Turn movie, the newest Wrong Turn? Well, you watch that movie in the first 10 minutes, you'll see John Ryan in that movie.
Wrong Turn?
Yeah. The newest Wrong Turn, the 2021. Yeah.
I've never even heard of it.
Well, there's only like 8 Wrong Turn movies right now. They're like a horror movie. And this is the newest one. It's the 2021. And within the first 10 minutes, you'll see a green truck with a deer tied on the hood. And look who's leaning out the window. That's our buddy. That's our buddy John Ryan. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool. So make a little mental note of that. Look for that if you're watching that new Wrong Turn movie.
Where you watch it at?
I watched it on Fire Stick. Yeah, I just pulled it up. It was the newest Wrong Turn. It was 2021. I forget what it was. Wrong Turn something blah blah blah, but it's the newest one. So yeah, check that out. Like I said, you'll see him. You know it's John. You met him all we all met him at the Gold Show. Yeah, so you'll go, oh, it's him.
Oh yeah, that guy.
It's John. That's pretty cool. I just had to share that with everybody.
Gotta get a little piece of that clip and post it on the site.
Yeah, he should. He should post that actual screenshot of him leaning out, like he's like got his. It's cool. You know it's him. He's looking out the window, and there's a deer strapped to the hood of the truck and stuff. It's cool. He should take a clip of that picture and post it on the site. You're right.
Or just take a video of it, of that scene.
It's cool. Now, like, that's pretty sweet. John was in Wrong Turn. Pretty awesome. Mr. Hollywood. Got all these Hollywood people. You got Ray, you got John, you got Brian, you got who else been on TV or movies?
I've just been in commercials.
Scott, he's been in commercials. That's right. Yeah. Man, this is like the celebrity hangout place. Obviously. All right, so we're out of here. Hope you guys had a good time.
Good night, Gold Digger.
Wednesday night.
Yep, we'll see you Wednesday right here, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Prospector Radio. As always, have a great week. Enjoy the rest of your Father's Day. We're out of here. See ya. Good night, everybody.
Good night, all. Good night.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.